be sorting this stack of assorted lumber into different stacks and get it all sorted and stick around and find out what happens. And then we're gonna go out to the sawmill and watch and find out what they're cutting out there. So stick around and find out what happens, brother and sister. All right, let's see if this bad boy works today. No whammies, no surprises, no whammies. Attaboy, look at that. The wonders of AI. All right, all right, all right. Where'd I put my gloves? Oh no. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're sorting a bunch of lumber. Type a W in the chat if you can hear me. I'm using this headset here. Hold on. Let me walk over here a little bit more. Type a W in the chat if you can hear me. I'm using this headset here, and I'm hoping the microphone works well enough so that you can actually hear me from far away. So do me a favor and type a W in the chat. That'd be very helpful. So we got an assorted stack of lumber here. I could already tell at the top we got some white oak, quarter sawn white oak at that. Face sawn white oak, red oak, and even some ash in here. Mainly, what I'm hoping to get is um, the red oak. It's all 10-foot material. But I'm hoping to get the red oak so that I could sell it to one of my customers that is looking to get red oak. I mean, we are really short right now on red oak, so hopefully there's enough in here to be able to sell to the person that needs it. So bear with me. If you got any questions, go ahead and type in the chat. Otherwise, it's a beautiful day. Literally, and this is how it works here in Minnesota. If you're not from Minnesota and you don't really get it, but look at this. This is so cool. I got to show you this medullary. Check out the medullary rays in this quarter sawn lumber. Is so gnarly. There's so much of this. All right, check this out. Here, bear with me here, folks. Let me move that over. Now there's a figure in this wood here. Where'd you go? Come back. All right. In this wood here is what's called medullary rays. Now, you see the little figure in there, the little spots and stuff? It's called speckling, or also known as medullary rays. And it only shows up in oak, in quarter sawn white oak and red oak. Shannon. I'm sorry, it's called speckling, okay? There's specks. Speckling. And as you can tell here, it only shows up in oaks. And these are the wood's blood, I would call it blood vessels that bring the nutrients from the rest of the tree from the roots up to the rest of the tree. It's what transports the moisture and nutrients and all the other fun stuff up to the rest of the tree. And I think this piece has got the most gnarliest looking. Like, look at that. There's so much specks in here. Thank you, Happy Cloud. Thank you, Wade. Find some artificial. What did you say? You know what they say? If you don't have intelligence, find some artificial. Yep. And you know how that's truthful. That's truthful. What up, Ted? Ted, my bro, Ted. Sorry to hear about that piece. That's part of woodworking is a little bit of trial and error. For those that don't know, Ted sent us some projects that he's working on as a keychain, and he's using, what was it? What was it? Laminate boards? They're like laminate boards. I can't remember what they were, but I mean, it was kind of my fault, but at the same time, it wasn't. I was just twisting it just a little bit and it broke right off. And I feel bad, but hey, man, it was normal wear and tear. And you need that kind of feedback. And yeah, if you guys can hit that like button, double tap the screen to like the stream. That helps out a lot. And Shannon, where you been, brother? I hope all's well with you, healing in your heart, and it's amazing to hear your story too. That email that you sent over, I tell you what, that could have been scripted out and made into a video for sure. Epoxy might be the solution. You might be right. Yep. 100%. Back to 100. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Shalom. Shalom for that. Now you guys got to pray for me to help get rid of this nasty throat bug. Kendall's family is like constantly sick. So he's constantly sick. So then, of course, hanging out too close in proximity with each other, he gets me sick all the time. Or the kids do or something. And now I got a raspy voice I've had for like 2 weeks now. It's kind of annoying. But hey, I guess I can't complain. It could be worse. It could be worse. Boom. All right. Now we got some beautiful red oak. I've had a lot of requests for red oak recently. Here, I'll show you this beautiful piece here. Not really too wide of stuff, but it's really beautiful looking, beautiful stuff. Like selecting better. This is actually first and seconds. There's no defects on this at all on both sides. So it's probably the best, most select piece of wood you can possibly get, Probably. Hey, I've been to one of them meetings before. Kendall's out there cutting some oak. No, not oak. He's out there cutting something. And as soon as I get all this stack sorted, we'll go out there and we'll go check out what they're cutting on the sawmill. Put in some work first here. Check out what they're cutting at the sawmill and then go from there. I got some ash pieces, but I highly doubt there's going to be... Dang it. Dang it. Hey, I got an idea. I got an idea. Watch out, folks. He's got an idea, right? Dang it. Scratch that. All right. Now the ideas are coming back to me, folks. Every once in a while, I got to look up, make sure this camera's following me. There we go. Man, and I'll tell you what, it's a nice day out today. I cannot complain. Especially since, and Shannon will tell you, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, Shannon? It was like 18 below 2 weeks ago. And then earlier this week, it got up to like 60 degrees. So you're literally going from 18 below 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, whatever, 2 weeks ago, to 60 degrees 2 weeks later. It's just, that's Minnesota for you. And I bet you any money that's a customer about to pull up. Yup. You know what happens when customers show up? I gotta tell you to hold on. Oh yeah, he looks like the white version of uh Uncle Phil. You know, Carlton's dad. Turn you off to in a second. Oh yeah. No, I'm not the owner, but I'm the next best thing.
Mine needs rough cut pine that still has the rough edges on it.
Yeah,
You got some of them?
we certainly do. You mind if I bring my live stream with us? We're on YouTube right now, live streaming. So come on over here. I won't put you on camera, so you don't got to worry about that.
Good.
It'll be just me on camera.
You don't want to break your camera.
No, we don't want to break the camera. Yeah, it's funny. I got some 4/4 pine right there. That's gonna be $1.30 per board foot. Random widths, random lengths, but that's what we got. What are you building?
Oh, I'm framing my windows and doors in my cabin.
Oh, okay.
I like this stuff.
Oh, you want the live edge?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And then over here is even better. A little more spendier, but it
It should be cheaper.
should be cheaper. No, it's spendier because it's harder to stack, harder to take care of. You know, that stuff's easy to push or flop around, whereas this is harder to stack. Here's the live edge fine here. That'll be what you want. Here, I'll show the camera. I'll show the guys what we're looking at here.
That's what I want.
This is our live edge fine here.
How wide are they?
They are no tape measure. You can see they're probably,
Oh man, they're big.
yeah, they're pretty wide.
I don't need them to be that wide. Like this one. 6, 8 inches. You got two of them.
Yeah, I'll sell you all the narrow stuff. I mean, you can cut it down the middle and then.
No, but I get 2 cuts out of it. I still only get 2 out of a bigger one with edges on it. Understand?
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, never had that problem where it's too narrow or too not narrow enough. Usually it's too wide or not wide enough.
Sure.
I mean, we can pick out the.
You can pick out the skinnier one. I didn't bring my truck today.
Of course you didn't. Well,
What kind of wood is it?
that's pine, white pine.
Pine is good.
That's white pine, folks.
But I need some just regular too with the straight edges.
Yeah.
And how much?
Well, I know my boss wants $2.50 per board foot for that, and then the straight cuts are drier at $1.50 per board foot.
How long are they?
8 feet,
Oh,
8 foot lengths. No, it's per board foot,
yeah,
not lineal foot.
right. Wait.
Yeah, board foot is 1 inch thick, 1 foot wide, and 1 foot long.
Right.
So since we're talking about inch material,
It's $16.
what?
An 8-footer is $16.
Nope. So essentially, it's well, since we're talking about since the board foot is 1 inch thick, this 1 inch material, board feet and square feet are the same thing. So it'd be $2.50 per square foot.
How much for an 8-foot board?
Well, think of it this way:
Roughly.
that 12-inch wide board, right? 12-inch wide, 8 feet. That's 8 board feet. Multiply 8 times 250, so 16, 19 bucks.
Per
Yeah, per board. Yep, per board for the 12-inch wide. The narrow ones are cheaper. That's my whole point.
Right.
Oh, those ones over there, the white pine over there.
Yeah.
That's $1.50 per board foot. So like a 6 inch wide by 8 foot, or I think the narrowest or the shortest is 14. But say for example, if it were 8 feet, it'd be 4 board feet in there times $1.50 for. Yeah, so you're looking at what,
Because I
six.
need some of them. I'm going to bring my truck when I get them, though. I don't have a truck here.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Thank you.
yeah. Certainly, come on down. We'll set you up with everything you need. And for reference too, this is all air dried stuff. So this isn't kiln dried. We have other kiln dried stuff in our warehouse. That's kiln dried, so it's a
And
little
what's the
more.
difference? They're both dried, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, essentially, but kiln dried is dried down to the moisture content of what houses normally are at.
Are they going to work?
They might. See, that's the thing with this air dried stuff. It's not guaranteed. That's why it's a lot cheaper.
Okay.
Whereas like a 1 inch board in our warehouse there is starting at $3 per board foot. Live edge a little bit more.
Well, I'm going to split it and then plane them down.
And we already have straight lined and planed boards in the warehouse there.
But the unplaned ones will be cheaper, right?
What's that? No. Nope.
The ones that aren't planed would be cheaper than the ones that are already planed.
Are you talking about in the warehouse there, the kiln dried
Yeah.
stuff? No. No, that's all the same price. Those the plain boards are just a little bit like maybe 10 cents per board foot that's added on top of the cost. So we just add that in as a favor. It's the same price, straight planed or rough.
Okay. Where's the warehouse?
It's in there.
In there?
Yep, I'll take you in there and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Bear with us, folks. Bear with us, folks. Angle grinder would make it live. I love it. You got a point. You got a point, brother. Sort of. So this is our kiln dried warehouse. Um, Everything that's in here is kiln dried, finished grade. So that being said, we got some over here. Well, I guess we got some white pine up there, and then over the corner there we got pine. Over here. We got some of this that's rough still, rough or planed. So let's hear it's planed. Straight lines got one straight edge. At least some of them might have both of them straight edged. Might have this rustic look. Some of them may not. It's all over the place sometimes.
So I can just come in and pick out the ones I want.
Yeah, for the most part, unless you're doing a lot, you know what I mean. Then you're
I'm looking at 20 boards.
28 footers. Yeah. Well, obviously I don't have 28 footers here. We might get lucky, or I have to pull. I might have to pull. I might get lucky, or otherwise you gotta make an appointment. I'll pull it out with a forklift and have it ready for you when you get here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
You got a card and a number?
Yep. Inside here.
I was going to measure beforehand how much I needed, but I didn't. So this will be the best way to go.
Of course, yeah. That would be the best way to go. Right there's my cards. Right there. Bada bing. Yep.
Bada bing.
Bada bing. Give me a call.
And I don't call and say I need 8 8-footers with the rough edge on.
Yep, certainly. Well, I'm gonna probably forget you and then have to go through this again, ask you a few questions, and kind of
That's fine.
remember what we need to do, and then
Sure.
we'll go from there.
All right. Either that or I'll stop. I drive through here. So.
Awesome. All right. See you, brother.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for bearing with me on that one, folks. You just went through an entire sales pitch there. You know, a full-on sales pitch. Now I'm like super thirsty. If you bear with me, I gotta get something to drink here. Whew. I forgot to go outside with my juice, and now I'm paying the price. Or my water, I mean. But yeah, I gave that guy actually our fresh cut for clarification purposes. Our fresh cut green white pine price is $1.30 per board foot. I quoted him $1.50 per board foot. And there's a good reason behind that. Not because I'm being greedy or something, but can you guys guess why I quoted him a little bit higher of a price? Can you guess why? Type in the chat. Let me know why you think I quoted that man a higher price than I normally would anyone else. And it's not as malevolent as one would assume it would be. Not as malevolent. Now we got set back a little bit because that customer showed up without an appointment, which is fine. Here at K&J, we're open to the public, but if you make an appointment, it makes it a lot easier for me to understand what it is and better serve you when you make appointments. So easier math. There is some validity there with that easier math too, but no, it's because those air dried pieces were just that, a little more air dried than fresh cut. So it's a little bit further along. So I raised up the price a little bit more to $1.50 because I know my boss is going to want at least $2.50 per board foot for those live edge pieces. And those are really nice, really, really nice live edge pieces of white pine, like top quality too, that he was looking at out there. And then also, if I need to, gives me a little bit of wiggle room to discount if there are some pieces that are lower grade. So, like, if it's not selected better, I could, discount a little bit and sell the stuff that will be generally or usually a little more harder to sell. So that's why. Now, here's a good question. Where did I put my gloves? Here's a top question of the day. Where did thou art put thine gloves? All right. Okay, guys. Over here. I know my gloves were somewhere around here. Did I put them over here? Oh, and by the way, if you guys, they're way over here. If you guys can hear me, type a W in the chat right now, please. Let me know, because that way I know my headset's working. Found my gloves. I found them. There they are. We found them. Oh. So once again, if you're just joining us, we just got done helping out a customer pricing out some lumber for them. Now we're going to get back to sorting this lumber that we have here. We have an assortment of oak, both white and red oak. W in the chat, I love it. And we have assortment of white and red oak. And we're going to sort it out so that we can have equal amount of stacks. What is that guy doing? Oh, that guy's over there. Customer, that guy over there is looking at stacks that I can't sell him. Double tap the screen. It has a free way to help us out. All right, let's get back to sorting this. Now we got some more white oak and some more red oak. Take these white oak pieces here. Man, I'm hoping maybe you guys could see this better. Let me angle this camera so you can see this lumber better. Because that's the most important, is for you guys to be able to see the lumber that I'm sorting. You know what I mean? Maybe. Is that a little bit better? A little bit, right? A little better. No, I bet you I can get it even better. Or screw it all the way up. I'm either going to make it way better or screw it up. How do I? All right. So, okay. There we go. There we go. That might be a little better. A little better. A little butter. A little better butter. Oh, yeah. Now you can really kind of see the lumber that I'm sorting here. And hopefully it won't get too angled to where you can't see once I move around more. All right. All right. Okay. And then we just sorted all this the other day. This is all some beautiful butternut right here underneath this stack. Here is a bunch of beautiful, really wide butternut. And if you don't know what butternut is, butternut is is it related to the walnut in the walnut family, I think. They're in the same genus of woods. Now, where the heck was I going to put... Oh, red oak right here. All right. Bear with me, folks. I'm just regaining my bearings. We're going to finish sorting this out. And then we're going to head out to the mill in a little bit. The sawmill, and go find out what they're cutting out there at the sawmill. So just bear with me. I wish I had some music. I play some music while we're sorting this. However, if I do that, I also run the risk of YouTube flagging me for copyright content. So let's not do that. Now that we just got monetized, we just got super chats enabled and everything, so that hopefully this channel could finally start paying us back after all the money I've put into this. Not that I'm complaining. I love doing this. I'd do this for free if I wanted, if I could. You know, I'd do it for free. Just like that guy. I think I just ran across the channel the other day. He does like outdoor camping. I can't remember what it is. Let's see if we got any questions here. Got any questions? No W. Did you like the fob before it broke? Yeah, it was pretty decent. The only downside to that, I think, was, other than the fact that it needed to be encased in epoxy, is the fact that you need to get the settings right on was that a laser engraver that you used? Was that a laser engraver that you used? Let me know in the chat. Get back over here. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, and actually, JS Genesis Designs that's in chat, he's got his own CNC machine. So he knows a little bit about CNC machining. He's a pro at that, actually. That guy makes some pretty top quality products. He also, what he also makes? He makes, what are they, those little plate stands that fit together and they hold up plates or signs. He makes those really well, too. He knows what I'm talking about. He's gonna be like, "Oh man, I forgot to make those." And you know what? Here we run into another problem. Some of this is some of this is a little hard to tell the difference because, well, first of all, I got to get my tape measure. So bear with me. We're going back inside to grab my tape measure. Of course, you always got to forget the tape measure, right? But anyways, and I wanted to do a video on this. I wonder what, kind of pick your brain if this would be a good idea for a video about how light affects wood, about how different light sources make wood look different. Because I noticed there's a huge difference from wood that's outside. The way wood looks when it's outside in the sunlight at different periods of the day too, compared with wood that's outside or wood that's inside in an interior light. Like, you ever think of that? Different, because it's all broken down in kelvins, and sunlight is actually at 3,200 kelvins, and a really warm, the light that we use to film our videos is at 2,800 Kelvin. That got me right in the knee. All right, walk it off. Walk it off. Oh, that felt good. Ooh, that's how you know you're alive. So that'd be a little interesting to find out what you guys think. And I guess the reason why I brought that up, is because it's going to be a little difficult to identify some of these pieces. 36 and a half. All right. Enough crying now. Oh boy. Ooh, we ran into some maple here. Some maple. I'm going to put this over by the other stack. Looks like Joshua tipped over a stack of runners there, and now he's got to play 52 pickup. Poor guy. And then problems like this I run into, where you got to try to figure out, is this red oak or is this a green ash? Oh, look at this. Here, let me come up close to the camera. And I always, same thing to all my customers, that these cameras don't ever do it justice. But you could tell the difference between red oak and ash, because sometimes green ash will look like red oak, and vice versa. But you see these on the face. This occurs on some of the face sawn. You see the little. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? Stick around. Um, sorry, this is my face detection software not doing very well. These little pencil marks here, the little looks like somebody took a pencil and swiped a bunch. That's again the medullary rays or the rays or the speckling or whatever. It only shows up in white and red oak. And then on the side, the quarter sawn side, you can kind of see it there too, sorta, maybe. Ah, that's what I like. That's what I hate about these. That's what I dislike about these cameras is they don't pick up the wood grain very well, or sometimes it picks it up too good to where it doesn't. It makes wood look different. So sometimes some of the details get lost in the cam, and but from the light source hitting into the sensor, the camera, blah blah blah. Big words again, big fancy words. Looks like we got a full level. Maybe too much. We'll go with it though. This is done by H&H Lumber. I could tell because they usually do a really good job at milling the lumber of ours. Oh, I gotta fix that camera. That's a little tilted again. There we go. Perfect. If you're just joining us, we are. What the? Okay. If you're just joining us, we are sorting lumber here. We just got a stack of really beautiful kiln dried lumber. We got some spalted maple in too, Shannon. I was sorting that on our live stream yesterday when we were live on TikTok. Because we go live on TikTok for these guys, for the TikTok fans, because they don't get the full videos like YouTube does. Anderson Concrete. Not coming here. Anyways. Yeah, so there we had some spalted maple. It was really gnarly spalting of them in those boards. And that's another thing I think I want to do a video on the difference or what spalted a video on spalted maple. Let's see if there's any questions. Nice Ash, you're welcome. All right, purple heart turns more purple from sunlight. I think all wood tends to darken over time. So maybe that's what it is. Oxidation and UV rays. You're probably right. I thought pH was a fast fade. I don't know what pH is, brother. I'm trying to think of. The more sunlight, the more purple after sanding. Yeah, you could be right. I don't have any experience with Purple Heart though. We don't carry it, so I don't get to look at it. I don't get to mess with it. Which is kind of a bummer. I only have experience in our local species, which can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing. Ooh. See, here we go again. This piece of black ash here. Thanks for noticing my ash, by the way. I'm trying to think of appropriate jokes. I'm not even gonna go there. All right. But with the ash, I don't see any of these medullary rays anywhere. But it looks like a piece of white oak, really. So, and it's actually green ash, I think. Maybe. Green ash, white ash, it's almost impossible to tell the difference between the two. And then on top of that, it's black ash it's barely, the differences are just so subtle. You can only really tell a difference in because of the sapwood. And if you're interested in what the differences between the heartwood and the sapwood is, we just published a video on Tuesday that kind of goes through the differences between heartwood and sapwood and what that means for different projects. I wish, looking back, I wish I would have did the video a little bit differently. But hey, I'm learning, trying to make better videos. It's one of those things where you just got to try to be 1% better with each upload. And it's fans like you know, people like Ted Scott all over the world, right down to Shannon there in the local area here, that makes it all worthwhile in the end. Even though you spend a lot of time and only a video only gets a few views, and then you get that comment that comes in and says, "Great job, Kyle," or "I love the work, keep up the good work, loving the video." It freaking helps, man. It helps. Here's a good little question. Here's a good little test. Why do you think the people that milled this wrote a circle or an O on these boards? What do you think the O stands for? And let me guess, you're already thinking some smart aleck remark here that's gonna be like, O is for Oreos, or O means, I don't know. I think it's their little mark, meaning that it's done, that's complete, like okay, like that board is okay. Because they'll also write S on it, like S is selected better. Yeah, you gotta check out if you guys are in the. If you guys get a moment after the live feed's over, go check out JS Genesis Designs website. They got a bunch of stuff. They got a bunch of really great products on there. They do custom milling and such. Custom milling. That's if the that's if the machine will actually work though. If the thing will stay running. If a 10-cent part doesn't tear them down. That's another joke for you. That's another little inside joke. Why do I feel like this should be narrower? Ah, okay. All I need is like one narrow piece. Or something. Something's got to give. What band is that lyric from? 41 inches should be wide enough. Dang it. Dang it. There we go. And then you. And then you. Perfect. Oh, man, my voice has been raspy lately. If you're just joining us, we're sorting all this red oak from the white oak here. And I should probably be over here on this side so that you guys can see the boards better. Sorting out the white oak. It's easier for me to see the boards and tell the species when I'm on that side of the light. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I'm doing pretty good at discerning what species is what. It's a little difficult doing it from the other side. This side though, in the sunlight. And I'm used to indoor light. And the indoor light looks different. Indoor light makes wood look different compared to outdoor light. Bear with me, I know the camera's not on me. It's staring at the wood. Oh boy. We only got a little bit left to go. And then we go out to the mill and check out what those guys are cutting. It could actually be, oh boy, heading back to oak too, because we don't cut oak in the winter, but once it starts getting warm like this in the springtime, we go back to oak. Oh boy, it's got to be. Oh, it's not gonna follow me. Camera's not following me. Did the battery die? Whew. Make sure the battery's not dead. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I'm coming to the camera. No, it's not dead. It's still on. Okay, coffee cup empty. Back to the shop. Coffee then, first then speak. Yeah, right? Yeah, brother, get your coffee. I would say it's a little too late for me for coffee, but then again, I drink coffee at all hours of the day. All hours. All hours. Rah! Yeah, once we get out to that sawmill, it's gonna be like night and day. There's gonna be. We only got 4 people in chat right now, but once we get out to that sawmill, it should pick back up. Maybe, I don't know. You never know with YouTube. Sometimes it just does what it wants to do. And the main thing that YouTube wants is to sell ads. So with that being said, they're gonna surface the video to the people who can hold the attention the better. So by the more people that leave this stream, the more less likely it'll surface to people, I guess. So if you can share the live feed. You know, share with your friends, your family, your cat, your dog. If not, no big deal. You guys are the somebody you think would like this kind of stuff. Maybe. We are burning through this file though. We are almost done. And then we'll go out to the mill. I'll even put you on the gimbal because if I put you on the gimbal, then it'll be a little more stable, so it's not like so it's not so shaky. Because there's nothing worse than shaky footage. Nothing. Ah. Holy fat boy. Fat boy. Fat boy, I'm losing some calories today, folks. Losing calories today. Why am I doing this one board at a time? This is stupid. Well, then again, this is white oak that I'm shucking over here. Remember that time, Shannon, you thought I just said a swear word in one of my videos? All right. Why did I have to put the white oak so far away? That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. So now that you're out of the hospital and you got a clean bill of health, 100%, when are we gonna see your handsome face over at the shop here? Yeah. Oh boy. I believe Kendall is gonna be right. He predicted that there was gonna be 100 board feet of red oak in this stack. And I think he's gonna be right. Here, let me get over here so you guys can see the lumber I'm sorting. I keep forgetting to do that. And some more white oak pieces. Man, this white oak is beautiful though. Especially the quarter saw and stuff. Got some really nice medullary rays in them. Or speckling. Sorry for using them big fancy words. Shano banano. Bear with me, folks. The camera didn't follow me this time. So that means I've got to wait till it comes back. Wait till I come back and then recenter the camera. There we go. Hello. It's just about break time, folks. Woo. Oh, man. And of course, it didn't follow me again. Hello. Thanks for the likes, by the way. Much appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If not, it's fine. Still love you either way. Still love you either way. More white oak. Jeez, I just brought some over there. Wait, this is not white oak. This is black ash. See, I'm not really too interested in getting this super sorted well because a lot of this is gonna I'm gonna bring it into the shop and I'm gonna lean it up against the wall, which I do not recommend that you guys do for your lumber at home that you don't get from K&J, because if it's not dried correctly, then leaning lumber up against the wall will cause it to warp. So you run into problems with that. If it's not dried correctly, it'll warp on you by leaning up against the wall like that. So just pay attention. Pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure that lumber supplier of yours is that you're vetting the lumber source and where they're getting it from, A, and B, if it's dried correctly. If they can't tell you within 5 seconds where the lumber, if the lumber's dry or not, then would I'd probably turn around and walk away. Hey, is this lumber kiln dried? Well, it's kind of, sort of. What the heck, camera? Uh, I gotta pay better attention here. Hello, there you are. There you go. Come on over here. Come on over here. Now we got some beautiful ash here, guys. This is awesome looking stuff. I mean, pretty much a full-on layer here. Uh, Pretty sure it's green ash, by the way, or a mix of both. I think most of it's green ash, or white ash. Technically, it's green ash, but it's such a light color, and the green ash and the white ash are so commonly confused with each other that people often mix up white ash with green ash. All right. Okay, couple trips to the white oak section. Which makes me wish I would have sorted it a little better. Because, dang it. It's really nice stuff, though. Really, really nice white oak section over here. But as you can see, I didn't expect there to be that much. So now, I got to restack all this and pull all this. Well, let's make sure we got what we got here. I can already see another piece of maple here. Whew. Let's take a break. Check the comments. Nobody's commenting. Everybody leave me. That's fine. I don't expect you all to sit there for a full hour watching me and listen to my big raspy voice. Raspy. Whew. But it is break time. All right. I only got a couple more pieces to sort, and then we're going out to the mill out there. Going out to the mill out there, and we're going to check on these boards here. Check on what they're cutting. If you guys are even still interested in that. But, dang, he was right when he said that it was going to be dang near 100 board feet of red oak in this stack. He was correct. And I think this is all, the rest of this is all white oak, except for this is ash. Look at that wide board of ash. I know there's only 2 people left in here, and you guys aren't even probably paying attention. But I got to show you this ash piece here. Look at that wide piece of ash. If you're just joining us, we're sorting this stack of lumber here. And we got this ginormous wide piece of ash. 7 inches wide. Pretty decent. And that's what they call the cathedral grain pattern. Hit the like button for cathedral grain pattern, because it's actually, this is pretty straight at this spot, but down below you can, where you can't, camera can't see. See that where it peaks up? It's called the cathedral grain patterns. Those cathedral clay. Thanks, Thanks, Shannon. Have a good one, brother. Yeah, those cathedral grain patterns are, heavily desired, very desired within woodworkers groups. This is for a certain, every pattern or whatever has its own use, whatnot. All right, let's head out to the mill. Give it a few minutes at the mill. I'll show you guys what we're cutting out there. All right. You know, I better grab my jacket, because if I don't, I will regret it. Okay. Ah. And I just have a feeling I'm gonna regret going out there without some goggles, because I know it gets pretty dusty out there. Pretty darn dusty out there. All right. Let's go check out this sawmill. First, I'm gonna put you guys on the gimbal. Uh, you know, let's just set this there. Put you on the gimbal, and then we'll have some fun out the mill. Okay, let's turn this off. Bear with me, folks. This is the part that I'll be cutting out too. I'm gonna put you guys on the gimbal, and then we're gonna head out to the mill and get some shots of whatever it is that they're cutting out there. Right. Whoa.
800. That's how many days in a row I uploaded it.
Oh boy. Last thing we need is YouTube showing up and giving me a strike for playing Casey Neistat in the background. You guys know who Casey Neistat is? Of course you do. How could you not know? All right. There we go. Bear with me, folks. We're heading out to the mill now for a little while. Heading out to the mill for a little while. Heading out to the mill for a little while. Oh man, it is a very extremely nice day today. Hope you guys got your earplugs, because the mill is pretty loud this time of day. Bear with me, folks. I got you on a gimbal. I'm on a tripod too, as well. That's fully extended. Yada yada, which looks kind of weird, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Whew. All right, we're walking out there. Stay with us. Walking out to the mill, which is about 100 feet away. It's so this is going to be our double cut. Just so you know, before we get out there, so you can actually hear me, this is our double cut bandsaw mill. Now, our mill is unique to most mills, because you can make a cut on both passes, on the way out and on the way back in. Super unique. Most mills only cut one way out. All right, here it is. You see it makes cuts on both passes. One cut on the way out and one cut on the way back in. Now the rest of the cuts are the lowest of the grade, so they're going to be made into pallet parts like this. So in the center of the log is the least desirable, the lowest grade, where the pith is, the center of the log. So they make pallet parts out of that. And it'll be stacked over here. These are runners for pallets. Now, you remember a little bit ago there was a center there. Center. That center of the log is the least desirable part. So we turn that into pallet parts like this. Now he's gonna pull those pieces back up onto the mill, trim off the side. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Type it in the chat. Type W's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Are you alive out there, chat? Watch that log turner. That's our log turner. You got the hydraulic clamps, hydraulic log turner. Pretty nifty stuff. Wonder what he's doing now. He doesn't normally shut down this quick. Maybe switching over to something else. And then this is all the slab wood. This slab wood will be bundled up and sold to the public as firewood. Now, that bundle right there This stack, probably dang near close to a full cord for $75. I mean, any of you guys out there heat your home with heat your home with firewood? Nice throw, brother. Nice throw.
16 quarter ash over there, quick guy.
What?
16 quarter ash over there.
8 quarter ash. Ah, exciting. Green ash? Nah, black ash is better, but we can pass out some green ash. Let's go take a look. I'll go show you guys the green ash that we literally just cut. 8 quarter. We're gonna make some nice tables, tabletops, countertops. Uh, uh, really, the sky's the limit. Beautiful high grade lumber. Yeah, I wonder what they're cutting next. All right. Wow. Well, that was a lot of ash that they're cutting today. I didn't think that they were going to be cutting white oak. I assumed that they were going to be cutting a hardwood though, because it's a little bit warmer out. It's easier for them to cut the logs. and some species of lumber is easier to cut when it's you know when it's one of the words I'm looking for, when it's colder. Some is easier to cut when it's warmer. Some is a nightmare to cut at certain temperatures. But I want to remind you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you get a minute. If you enjoy the content, you want to see more stuff like this. And then on the left hand side of the page is going to be a video that's related to this video. So it's something that YouTube thinks that you're going to like to watch next. So click that and just keep on binge watching K&J Lumber. And we'll see you next time on the next episode. Praise Jesus, and I'll see you later. Bye.